What is up, team? We are back, hitting the ground running. I know it's been a while, guys. I'm not gonna get too deep into that. What I've been doing, where I've been. I've been doing a lot of traveling, guys. A lot of kind of exploring, figuring things out with myself, my business. I want to translate more into YouTube full time, simply because YouTube seems like a platform to where you can. It takes a while to get traction, but once you get traction, the sky's the limit. With the business that I'm running, kind of more of a brick and mortar retail type thing. You have more of a limit. Yeah, you can market more. Yes, you can get more customers, more clientele. But at the end of the day, online, any kind of online presence is actually where it's at. Today's video, I want to kind of talk about, peptides, SARMs, steroids, anabolic world, pretty much anabolic world. There's a lot of discussions, a lot of disagreements, a lot of arguments about the three, about which one to take, which one harms you more, which one is better than the other. I'm no expert. I'm no scientist. I am no lab rat. I do not do any. I've dabbled with things before. If you know, you know. But yeah, so anabolics, is pretty much just a substance that you take that gives you an advantage over anything that is natural. One of those being anabolic steroids. Keep in mind, guys, that anabolic steroids, they will ramp up the chemicals in your body. So you have to be very careful about what you take, where you get it, what you do, how much you take. If you do, monitor your levels. Make sure everything is on point. Also, make sure you cycle. Do not cruise like most pros would say. I do not recommend that for anyone. Cruising, no, no, no. If you're going to do it, yes, cycle it. After your cycle, take care of your body. Make sure you're putting the correct things after you cycle, such as PCT, post-cycle therapy. There are several different types of drugs out there that you can take after you come off of a cycle. That will help restore your levels and get you back to normal. There's several different types of steroids. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you might know, the popular ones, such as a lot of people will disagree that testosterone is not a steroid. I disagree that it is a steroid. At the end of the day, it gives you an advantage. It builds muscle very fast. You're not natural. So that is my opinion. If you disagree, we can have a discussion. It's okay. People disagree, people butt heads. It's life. It's normal. Whatever. Testosterone. Another big one being it's the stuff that like you inject into cows and stuff. It's tren. Yeah, tren. Short for trenbolone, I think. So tren is like kind of a grandfather steroid. It's like if you were to take tests, but on like 5, maybe more. People who have taken tren experience a lot of side effects, such as loss of sleep, loss of hair. There's just so many countless side effects that you can it can go totally south, when it comes to that stuff. I do not get near it. I do not touch it. I do not mess with it. I just choose to keep things simple and stay away from the crazy stuff. Most pros take tren, just because when you get to a pro level up there, you do have to take, a lot of different compounds at high levels. That's just kind of the sacrifice you make to run with the pros. It is what it is. Another big one is kind of like more of a cutting agent. It's not necessarily a bulking steroid. It is Anavar or Winstrol. These are kind of the two most popular cutting steroids. Usually they're stacked with testosterone. Not necessarily your bulking steroid. Is going to cut you down, you know, make you look more dry. Veins are going to be popping out everywhere. Things in that nature. You're not going to necessarily look full and bloated with this stuff. If you're trying to get size, test would be your best route. If you're trying to get size and lean out and look good, sure, stack both. Do what you want to do. At the end of the day, we all pick our choices and run with them. I'm not telling you to do it, and I'm not telling you not to do it. That's not what this video is for. I'm simply educating you on what, on the different types and side effects, negatives, positives, all those good things. So I don't want to talk about every single steroid. I'm just here to kind of compare, you know, kind of SARMs and steroids, you know, anabolics in general, which one that you could probably go with based off of your level of fitness, your experience, things in this nature. So if you're kind of a beginner, I would recommend, you know, dabbling with a little bit of SARMs at a very low dose, just to kind of see how your body reacts. I wouldn't recommend you going and sticking needles in you and taking 500 tests, you know, if you've only been in the gym for maybe a couple years or so. If you've been in the gym for a couple of years, this is not just getting into the gym for a week. This is, you know, you've been in for a while, you know how to work out, you know, you have a diet. That's another thing, guys. If you're going to take something, do not take something in a bad place. You know, what I mean is if you're going to take something, make sure that you have a diet on point. Make sure that your life is on point. Make sure that your relationship is on point. I'm not saying that everything has to be on point, but make sure that your life is together, because if you take something, a chemical imbalance in your body is going to react and you're going to start thinking differently. It can affect different aspects of your life. So just keep this in mind. For some people, it can motivate them to be better in life. For some people, it can put them in a dark hole. You know, it just kind of depends on where you are in life. Just a little rant on that. So kind of the SARMs that you could kind of dabble with. So there's several different SARMs. I want to say there's like maybe 6 or 7 different types, but I'm only going to talk about the popular ones, because really it gets into like basically they counter-react with each other. They basically not all do the same thing, but like there's like LGD is more of a bulking SARM. So if you want to bulk, you know, pretty much like test, you're going to take LGD, which is Ligandrol. You want to take this one if you want to experience, you know, good size within a short amount of time. This is a good one to take, and very little side effects. That's why people are starting to transfer over to SARMs rather than steroids, because there's very minimal side effects. If you do experience any side effects, it's really nothing to stress about or worry about. LGD, yes, more of a bulking SARM. Another one is going to be RAD 140. RAD 140 is kind of like, if you were to compare it to steroids, it's like a Anavar or Winstrol. RAD 140 is, yes, a cutting SARM. So if you're kind of like getting close to a show, I would say 6, you know, maybe somewhere around 6 weeks, give or take, plus minus. You want to incorporate some of that RAD into your prep, simply because, yes, it dries you out. It makes your veins pop. It makes you look dry. And if you have size on top of that, you just look like a complete juice monster. So yeah, RAD 140, guys, that's a pretty good one if you want to dry out and look lean. One more that I'll talk about when it comes to SARMs is it's GW. Sorry. It's Carterine, GW501516. So this one is kind of like more of a minimal SARM. The side effects on any of the SARMs are very minimal. This one is, yes, more of like a milder one. You know, if you're looking for something to just give you a kind of a small edge, not really go over the top with things, this is a very good one. If you want to go all in, you got your LGD. If you want to go all in, you've got your Trend. Stack it with TES 500. Blow it out the water. Do what you want to do. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm just educating you on what I have researched, what I know, to my best ability. So at the end of the day, just choose what you want to do. And that's pretty much going to sum up this video. I just wanted to kind of educate you guys kind of on the big picture when it comes to anabolics, you know, the main supplements that people are really going into, that you're hearing. And also, at the end of the day, guys, please stay safe. Whatever you do, stay safe. Do not kill yourself out here. It's not worth it. Cycle. Take care of your body, flush your body, make sure you're taking in good foods, good fuels, good liquids. That's it, guys. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.